The Psychology of Money. Chapter 12. Surprise! Stanford professor Scott Sagan said something terrifying: things that have never happened before happen all the time. In Chapter 12, Morgan Housel warns us about the most dangerous mistake in finance, using history as a map of the future. We love data. We look at the last 100 years of stock market history and say, okay, this is what is going to happen next. But history is not a map. History is mostly the study of surprising events. It is the study of things that nobody saw coming. Think about the most important economic events of the last century: the Great Depression, World War II, the dot-com bubble, September 11th, the 2008 financial crisis, COVID-19. Every single one of these events had no precedent. You could not predict them by looking at a chart of the past. If you relied on history to guide you, you failed every single time, because the most important risks are always the ones that have never happened before. This is called the historian as prophet fallacy. In 2026, we are falling for this again. We are training massive AI models on trillions of data points from the past. We think this makes us safe. But those models can only predict what has already happened. They cannot predict the unknown unknowns. We are preparing for the last war, not the next one. The financial planner Carl Richards famously said, "Risk is what's left over when you think you've thought of everything." So, what is the advice for us today? How do we prepare for a surprise? You cannot prepare for specific events. You can only prepare for volatility. You need to avoid single points of failure. Do not rely on one income stream. Do not rely on one asset class. Do not assume that next year will look like last year. Save more money than you think you need. Be more patient than you think is reasonable. Because the only thing we know for sure about the future is that it will surprise us. Next up, we will discuss room for error, and why you should never bet the farm, even when the odds are in your favor. Class dismissed.